I'm gonna hit the go live button now. So
Oh, that's dangerous.
we have to stop talking about child pornography now. Is the
Oh,
thing?
Hmm.
are we live
Yeah, so by
already?
the way, very nice.
How the fuck did you just become 50,000 decibels louder in
Me?
the last
Jesus Christ.
second? You
No,
and now you move to the other side of the room, Posh. What are you doing?
it's not me. I don't know
Oh
what's
my
wrong. My
god.
audio is set to my headset
His
microphone.
relative position is bipolar. Confirmed.
Incredible.
No, but I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know what the fuck is going on. It always seems to
Anyway,
be you
guys,
issue.
Bionicles.
The
Am I
Onsai
right?
has fucked you.
Look at these people, two of whom are patrons in the general chat.
Yeah.
Brilliants. What do they want? What do they want? Win playing whatever the fuck that is? That
Well,
looks.
she is a female, so
That is the gayest game. This is a
Mm.
cool game for guys that we're
Yeah.
playing here for the fellas,
convoy. The
Mm.
fellers.
the based gentlemen of the cloth. I
Mm.
mean, they're paying me anyway. Like it's not.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah!
what do I do?
And I had a fucking massive headache all day. That was even worse.
Did you take anything for that, like an aspirin?
Yeah,
or
I took an aspirin, but for some reason it took 2 hours to take effect.
something? Oh, that's
Like this has
terrible.
never happened to me before.
Maybe your intestine was filled with poop.
I actually,
And that-
I have been feeling like I do need to fast for a few days because I think that something might be wrong with my microbiome, and that's a
Maybe.
really good way to like reset that a little bit.
I'm not so sure. I'm not a poop doctor.
Well,
Let me ask Joanna when she comes home.
I am a poop doctor. What?
Uh-huh.
It's no, it's a good. It's one of those things. Like for instance, after you've it really kills very quickly the carbohydrate dependent micropopulations in your gut.
Oh, I see.
So when after like fasting, a lot of people actually retain a sort of thing where they eat smaller portions and they're fine with that for a couple of weeks. And they don't like the when you like crave carbs a lot. That's because you have gut
Mm.
bacteria that want the carbs.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see.
And when you kill all of those, they are dead.
Wow, I didn't know if you kill them, they would become dead.
So that is generally how killing works. Is you
Didn't know
kill
that.
things and they die.
Mm.
Then that's kind of how the killing game and how it works.
Hmm. Very interesting.
Yeah. I'm an expert, dude. I'm a
In
fucking.
killing?
I'm a kill.
So you're speaking from experience,
I'm
is
a
that it?
actual serial killer that's wanted by the FBI. It's so fucked up that
In
there's like
Minecraft.
the serial killers that you hear about are the ones that are like shit and get caught.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like I mean that is like an estimate. But what 15 serial killers in the United States are like still at large? They're just doing whatever the fuck it is that they do,
Yeah.
according to the FBI. That's kind of like.
Mm.
I mean, you're incredibly about as likely to
And
be killed
even
by a
those, you're
serial killer than
excluding.
you are by like a terrorist attack. But Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean, yeah. But there's a lot of them that you don't know about, like at all.
A lot of terrorist attacks you don't hear about on the news, you mean?
No,
Because
no.
the
I mean
liberal
serial
media
killers.
is trying
No,
to...
fuck off. I was referring to serial killers.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, that's you don't. Yeah. That's because I mean, there's like estimates of them by
yeah, exactly.
criminologists and shit.
Hmm.
I can't. This I love that my friends choose to text me every time I'm on stream because I can't open messages on stream.
I mean, it's probably on purpose. You should kill them.
Definitely, I should do with them as I do with my gut bacteria.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Stop
Commit
feeding them bread until they die.
murder. But yeah, I've had a bit of an upset stomach. It's been affecting like my mood and my belly. I have more of a like belly than usual. It feels very because it's like bloated, and I don't like that. I don't like that particularly. But I also have to find a good time to actually do the fasting.
What do you mean?
Well,
When
not
is it
eating
not
for
a
a
good
couple
time?
days isn't something you can just do like light-heartedly. Like it's something you need to
Really?
requires preparation and.
And I ironically do this on a whim.
Well, that's because you're fucking retarded.
That I am.
Like I, I'm sorry I have to tell you this. That may well be the reason as to why that is the case.
Oh,
Do we
maybe.
not have any memes in studio chat? Jesus.
No, we're the
no.
only ones here too, because like two of the patrons have decided that they.
You want me to
wanna-
drag them in?
No, you can't even do that.
I
What do you
will.
mean?
I will by force.
What do you mean you can't? You drag them in? What the fuck are you talking about?
He means invade their conversation and force
Yeah, he
them to
like he
come.
leaves
hey,
and he just
fuckheads.
stays there as well. Like
Yeah.
Hey, fuckheads, join the team.
That's so.
no, this
fucking-
is fine. This is cool. I'm happy with this.
No, it's alright. Is anyone
So
watching my stream, or should I just stop it?
No, I'm
Dude.
watching the stream. Don't stop with the stream. I'll have to actually contribute
Okay.
conversation.
No,
The fuck, dude?
I'm just looking. I'm just looking at unit names at the moment.
Have you
Not
watched?
unit names, car names. Think of this game as like FTL, but for Mad Max.
Yeah, I've heard about this game, but I
Conflict.
didn't buy it because somebody told me it was like FTL but Mad Max.
Why?
Because it's difficult.
Boo. You don't play FTL because it's difficult. Boo.
I don't enjoy difficult games. No, I want to fucking I'm all day. What I do is solve problems and do difficult shit. I'm trying to
I
like.
don't like video games. It appeals
Play
to male
Skyrim.
fantasy.
I'm
of
trying
not
to
doing any effort.
fucking have a mild challenge when I play games. Trying to get some fucking dopamine.
Sounds to me like you're a child.
Definitely. Only children require dopamine. This is.
Yeah, no.
If what do you? How? Why are you an adult man in need of dopamine?
Oh my days. Anyway, have you
Let's go
watched
medium.
Top Gun Maverick?
I literally, Hayden, like Hayden in chat is asking, like, what's gonna happen when YT takes down the stream for hate speech in the title? That's why I chose the title. I'm like inviting
Yeah.
them to take down a stream
What's the title?
that's called "Apartheid Was Bad." Because I mean, they've taken down one that's
Was it
called
now?
Steve from Adam and Steve. Like,
What?
yeah. They've
Yeah,
called.
no,
They've taken down one that's called Metrosexual Chungus Impersonator.
Wait, from you?
Yeah, YouTube
Yeah.
on their
Wow.
name game is really not good. to be honest.
They
Like,
fucking suck, dude.
What the
it's
fuck?
like
Yeah.
you remember the whole thing with the Act Man, right?
The what?
The Ackman? I remember something about him, but I don't recall what it was.
You know that whole controversy about what's his name? Fucking hell. Quantum TV, that's the one.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it was kind of big in like the YouTube circles regarding internet drama. Not, like actual valid discussion. This was just like purely internet drama.
Why would I watch
Basically,
that? I already
Quantum
have enough
TV
drama in
is-
my life. But go on.
But basically, Quantum TV is kind of a shit person. He constantly shits on people. He's very homophobic. He's also hyper religious.
So he's like
he's
me.
also been
Sounds fucking
ban-evading.
base, dude.
He's also been ban-evading YouTube multiple times.
He's basically
few other
Brett
things.
Keane, then, to put this in a context that I might understand.
Yeah, and basically, Actman did a video on him,
Yeah.
kind of exposing all his dirty deeds, if one would call them that.
Yeah.
And basically, YouTube completely demonetized him. He's gotten monetization back after like a few months, but at the same time, like, yeah.
That's
YouTube
really
is just-
great.
No, but the thing is, every time I look at this, it's like I'm sure one guy. This just screams like people who don't have the same moral values as us is just looking at, and I don't mean like in the same country. I'm thinking of this as like outsourced to like a third world.
Yeah, I
trash
mean, this is they what are you gonna fucking pay some guy in India $1 to watch a 90-minute video about like me getting drunk with my Patreon patrons, and then if he gets it wrong, he gets fired. Like, what the fuck? The whole
Yeah.
system is
No,
just
that's
dysfunctional.
yeah. No, honestly, look, I'm fine with globalization. I've stated this but I will state this multiple times for clarification. At some point, global there's some parts of like being in a globalist economy that just make me go, right, you know what? I'm becoming a Nazi.
The thing
Genuine.
that you need when you have a globalized economy is a globalized regulatory body to keep that globalized
Yes.
economy regulated.
Functioning. Yeah. Which unfortunately we don't
Which should
really
be the
have. I mean,
Nazi party, obviously,
yeah. No, but
according to Posh
would you
here.
technically consider the EU
The Nazi
somewhat of a
party.
step toward that? No,
Yes, it
somewhat
is
as a
it
step
is a
toward,
sort of supranational government. Yes, definitely, definitely.
because I mean we've had cases before with like the whole GDPR thing. Remember that when we were just getting constant up emails about we've updated our GDPR policy.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. That was because of the EU, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even the Americans have to follow suit. So I mean, like that already is
Yeah,
enough.
I
We
mean,
think.
dude,
Just
if when the EU makes policy, the EU is the single biggest consumer market in the world. Both in terms of like money available and like consumers.
yeah, fair enough.
They're like very close to the United States.
Yeah.
And there it's probably easier to service the United States, so it's probably more economical. Because in Europe, not everyone in the United States speaks the same language and is part of like the same national
Yeah.
cultural stream essentially. Whereas Europe is a
Yeah.
lot more compartmentalized into various like different.
Yeah.
Most of us speak English, but then you have like we make jokes
We.
that are
Oh,
particular
yeah.
to the culture of like Germany or fucking
Yeah.
France, Portugal.
France or whatever. Yeah.
Love how you
Which
included
I love
Portugal.
that. I love that the EU can just stamp its foot and go, no, this is not how it works. Fuck
Yeah,
you, obey
it's
the rules.
the EU
Which is
could be
great.
a legitimate world power. I mean, they are a world power, but they could be a world superpower if they
But
wanted
they just chose not to.
to.
So far. As far as we know.
This sounds like half of the futuristic fictions I've read. Where
Yeah,
the
well,
EU is now a global power.
I'm
And
I
gonna be
mean,
a
yeah,
bit
it
of
factually is.
a
It controls like several of the biggest economies. Like, it doesn't
yeah,
control,
that's
but
not what I mean. Like, I mean,
it
as in,
influences,
the
right?
expanse, like the United Nations or whatever.
But
yeah. Well,
like,
the United Nations is not a
mm,
supranational government though. It's not a
You know what I
government
mean?
at
I
all.
don't know the names.
I know what.
don't speak
Yeah, I
English.
know what you mean. But yeah, that's not like it's not a super sci-fi scenario.
yeah, fair enough.
But
But
yeah, the
I do want
problem.
to say
See the the
I am a
prob.
bit of an optimist in
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
and say like I do think that if the EU does become like a superpower, like in the grand scale of things, I do think it would be a force for good. Personally speaking, like a force where it's just when I mean good, I mean like not necessarily
Better
very
than the
yeah.
alternative.
Yes.
Sure, but here's the thing. So, obviously, the EU, even if it is a supranational body of government and it's like the step in the right direction in terms of like regulating a globalized economy, it's going to act in the interest of, its constituent member states. And there is a lot of political will, especially among the
Mm,
populace of those states, to like
mm,
right wrongs that are happening around the world. But
mm,
part of the wealth that is generated in like Europe, and most of that wealth obviously goes to the absolute richest of the rich, relies on the exploitation of like workers in other parts of the
yeah.
world, right? So it's not an effective like the regulations that would be happening are not going to be super effective in like the interest of humanity.
Mm,
They're going to be effective
yeah.
in the interest of the European nations,
Yeah.
and
Which
perhaps
could cause some conflicts.
yeah, there's going to be a certain amount of cynicism It's like so. It's not. It's like it's better than probably even the United States, which is just like a straight up an empire. It's an imperialist power,
I
looking
would say
to.
an oligarchical empire
And
at
so
this
it's
point.
like the Europe does not share the American ethos of like the American cultural ethics is based around this idea, and I know that most Americans probably don't even agree with this when you spell it out, but they
Mm,
they would see it if it was presented to them,
mm,
that if it makes you money, it is morally good to do this.
mm.
And
Yeah. Okay.
the EU does not. It has this also. Like, let's not fucking pretend that that is the case. But there's also other moral factors in there. But see, I'm
Mm,
saying this now that the EU isn't the predominant superpower.
yeah.
There's a good to fair chance that if it was, it would be just as bad as the United States,
Fair enough.
if not
I get.
worse.
Look. Yeah, I did quote this. Like, power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely.
I don't think that's really true. But yeah.
Yeah, obviously, if I had all of the power in the world, I would only do good.
That's a. I feel that's like a mega oversimplified truism. That I
I
don't.
guess. But like I do believe like I don't necessarily believe the entire quote. Like I do believe there will be some people who will think of like not necessarily the greater goods, but think about bigger than themselves, right?
Think of the
Where it's like
children.
The
they think of
way.
this
Yeah.
they think of the state and its people, not just the state and himself.
The problem I have with that quote is that I feel like it puts the cart before the horse. I
Yeah.
say that power attracts corrupt people.
Yeah.
People who are corrupt are going to be attracted
Mm.
to positions of power where they can be corrupt and like gain from being corrupt.
Uh, yeah, no, fair enough.
Also, the case that most people are more corrupt than we want and are willing to admit.
I actually
Yeah.
think most people are a lot less corrupt, but there
Really?
is a very big selection bias
Mm.
What do you mean?
among like people who go into politics. Well, have you
Right,
like
yeah.
thought about the fucking how much it sucks to be in politics? Like
Oh yeah, for sure.
the
Oh.
the act of having to like think about politics and look at
Mm.
all the horrible shit in the world and be like, oh no.
Yeah. God, that reminds me. You heard what happened recently with like the Labour Party here, right? They kicked out one of its members. Well, more or less sacked him
Yeah.
because he attended a union strike. And Keir Starmer was like, "No, no, no, you can't do that." And I'm just like,
Excuse me, what?
"Yeah, no." Keir Starmer said, "No, nobody should attend the strikes.
They
That's like
kicked
illegal."
someone out of the Labour Party.
Yeah, no, no. Again, this is why I reiterate. He's a fucking Blairite. I will keep spewing this shit. Hang on, let me find the fucking tweet. I fucking retweeted.
Yes,
Give me a second.
Dextros, this is all this is. This is the shooting the shit with my Patreon patrons second channel. Patreon patrons aren't showing up today, but they are still paying me. They could be here anytime.
Oh my days. Oh, I'm bored.
Anyways,
of Minecraft.
I'm just trying to find the. I need to
But
find
you
something
haven't
with
answered
tweets
me,
and
both of you.
replies.
I already asked this twice.
Yeah.
What do you? What?
Has either of you watched Top Gun Maverick?
No.
No.
Oh, it's so good.
The reason for this is I'm not gay.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, let me
Which
put it this
you
way. I
clearly
hate Tom
are,
Cruise.
and
I hate Tom
therefore-
Cruise. Okay,
Yeah.
no, listen,
Okay,
listen.
okay.
I hate Tom Cruise, but it is a good
Sounds like
film.
you're gay for Tom
But
Cruise.
you liked his big juicy ass.
Yes, seriously though, this film feels like such a breath of fresh air. Seriously.
How is it different from like literally every other action blockbuster?
It's not, but it's well put together, in my opinion.
So I'm not a very active like cinema film watcher. I haven't
Okay.
seen a current film. No, actually, the last current film I saw in a cinema was Everything Everywhere All at Once,
Yeah.
which was a couple of months ago. That was a very good film, but I haven't seen. Like before that, I hadn't been to the cinema in a very long time,
I
and the film
haven't
that I had
watched
last
that
seen
yet.
was like an old Wes Anderson flick.
Well, I don't know. I feel like I feel like cinemas have been plagued by Marvel shit, you know?
Yeah, this isn't really a good
So
tweet. Give me a second.
So he didn't. So this
that's
doesn't say
why.
that he got sacked, but it's fucked up that
No,
he's
I'm
like the
trying.
shadow transport minister, even.
Yeah, hang on. Give me a second. So it's Sam Terry. Sam Terry. Union reacts angrily to sacking of labor from BBC.
Holy shit!
Oh,
Yeah,
and
no,
I
this
have
this is like I've genuinely fucking stated again. This is me meandering on Twitter. This is me being angry on Twitter. I've genuinely tweeted about this, but I'm going to tell my family and whoever I know in my family circle, don't vote Labour. They're fucking scabs.
What are
They
they
don't care
gonna
about
What are they gonna vote? Who they If you tell them don't vote Labour,
no.
who are they gonna vote for instead?
I don't know.
Who are
That's the
they gonna?
problem.
Who
Like
are they gonna? Who do you think realistically are going to, with the system of England?
yeah, that's
Who
the
do you think
problem.
realistically is going to then win that seat? Which
Either
of the
Tories
parties?
or Libertarian or
I
Liberal.
guarantee you it's going to be the Tories.
Oh yeah, for sure. Unfortunately, but it's like I cannot support this. If I could, well, look, fuck it. Tomorrow at work, I'll fucking call Keir Starmer and say, "Look, buddy, fuck you. You keep doing this. I'm going to get everyone to fucking vote Tories. I will genuinely fucking do it."
How about you fuck it? I don't know how the Labour Party is organized, but I assume there is some sort of democratic element to it.
There is.
Yeah.
There definitely is. But there needs to be outcry about this. Like, you cannot.
Oh, yeah, I assume there is a bit of an outcry.
There is outcry, but all I've seen so far is like from the news and on Twitter. I've not
I know
seen
that
people
Jeremy
talking about it.
Corbyn was at the strikes.
Oh
Maybe
yeah, for
I
sure.
have to go now. See you around. Hope you
Oh,
have a good
no.
Oh
stream.
no, I don't leave me
Yeah.
alone with the Frenchman.
You are alone with me,
I
Burger.
have to cook
shit.
dinner for the wife.
The wife, you're
You are
married?
mega whipped, dude. That
Oh,
you would
no,
do
I'm not whipped.
very basic things for a woman. That is very
Uh-huh.
whipped.
Oh, very whipped. Yeah.
Just being nice to your significant other, dude. What are you, some kind of gay guy?
Yeah. Fucking whipped by the pussy. All right.
Yeah,
See you
But, like,
drama, man.
Yeah, it's like he got sacked specifically because he went to the union strikes.
That is genuinely incredible, dude. I'm
Oh.
gonna.
Oh, get this.
Yeah,
Sam Terry fired for making up policy on the hoof, says Keir Starmer.
yeah.
I don't believe him. I genuinely don't fucking believe
Yeah,
him.
that is unlikely.
Yeah, but it's like, it's okay. Sir Keir Starmer says he sacked his transport minister spokesman Sam Terry for doing interviews without permission and
What do you
quotes,
mean
making
doing
up.
interviews without permission? This sounds like such bullshit, dude.
Yeah, no, it's
Incredible. I mean, it
fucking
definitely
hell.
is bullshit. I know that Corbyn was at the protests and he was like,
Yeah.
"Yo, Keir Starmer, dude, what the fuck?"
Yeah, honestly, again, I'm going to say something controversial to the people of Britain. Like, it might not be controversial to you, and might actually be pretty funny, but to me, Keir Starmer looks genuinely like a fucking Tory.
All of the 3 viewers are very disappointed by this. This video. It's so controversial. What do you mean
Like,
he
no,
looks like a Tory? You think like visually?
Look at visually speaking, and his face specifically. He looks like a fucking Tory.
That is
if he
actually
was
true,
in the
yeah.
Tory party, I
yes.
would genuinely see, yeah, that's a stereotypical Tory
But
guy.
let's be fair. I feel like the same is true about Jeremy Corbyn.
Nah, I can't see it personally speaking. Like, yeah. But anyways,
Incredible.
I came to save you from Posh.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Navy.
Yeah, Sandro abandoned me. He was like, "No, I have to cook the food for my
Or
girlfriend.
their wife and the
Otherwise,
kids.
she's going to beg me with a strap on." I
Oh,
love the
well,
fact that I just cannot do.
I was like,
Without
that
Whenever
doesn't
accent.
sound great, whatever
he
you're trying to do there.
he does, it doesn't sound like Sandro either. He speaks
Mm.
perfectly fine English, but it feels wrong not to give him some sort of racist accent when I quote.
Wow.
Um,
Is inside a monstrous
oh, you're in.
vehicle.
Okay. Let me show you. Let me show you Let me show you a beautiful part of Italy that I was actually
Oh no.
I would love to go to Italy.
Matt is actually in right now. He's
Oh!
in the part of Italy that I'm about to show you, and I have actually been there as well last year, specifically with Matt. And I just want to,
Penis
I just want to
peninsula.
show you, an image of this
Go on.
location. Give you just, I just made a screenshot to show you just to give you a sort of impression of like what the geography of the area in which my man currently finds himself. On a bus, apparently. He is currently on a bus.
Where's he going?
I don't fucking know.
Probably home.
The mafia?
I mean, I would go to the mafia.
The
He's on a peninsula.
Yes, this is this is just the shape of the location. I mean, I don't
It's
even.
Florida.
Yeah, it's very much. It looks like Florida.
It looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I saw the first time I saw this on like he apparently has been going there for a while and he never realized it looks like a penis. Like he never.
Oh, well. I mean, when you're on the ground, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, but you have to. Is it not normal for people to look at the place where they live?
Yeah, like
in Google
GPS. Like,
Maps
I do that all the time.
No, just hanging out in Google Maps. Like I.
Do you?
I like yeah, I do. A significant amount of my free time is spent just being on Google Maps. Dude.
Weird.
Yeah.
Got some weird hobbies.
Yeah. So Posh, you're playing this game.
Yeah, Okay, the flux capacitor consists of a rectangle-shaped compartment with three flashing Geisler tubes. It requires 1.21 gigawatts of electrical power to operate.
Yeah.
God, I've heard there are a lot of references in this game, like a lot.
I'm gonna say something. I don't really like references.
Yeah, look, Omeg Prime has a local professor who should have access to a flux capacitor. It's like, given the 1.2 gigawatts, I wonder who that could be.
I'm not like religiously opposed to references, but I feel and I'm fine with like an Easter egg, you know? But there is like a degree of synchronicity when references become too much of a part of the thing. Yeah. It's like just I don't like how cheap it is to just go look, neuron response, the thing, this is a thing that you have heard. You know this, and that's like the entirety of the joke.
Yeah.
This is where you live in elite inflatable boats.
Yeah.
What do you are literally showing your actual home address on a live stream right now.
What?
I mean, that's fine. Come find me.
I'll
fight you.
Okay. Well,
oh wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That is a cool. I mean, it's probably disgusting
peninsula
because it's where it's located, but is Spudnuts Donuts?
What do you got against? Good? What do you got against LA?
LA is
nothing that works really.
Spudnuts is good. There's a bunch of them. They got the best there is like
cringe.
Every week they have like a specialty donut, which is like their like original donuts. Those are the best, obviously.
We have one donut place. Well, actually, we have two donut places here in Gilbert. One of them is like in a mall, so I don't. There is like a donut place you can order from, and I very famously gave them a bad review because I ordered from them once and it was absolutely terrible. Like they're just very very bad, and super expensive too. And then you also have to wait like 4 hours for them to be delivered.
4 hours?
I wasn't quite 4 hours, but for me it was like 3. But it was like that's in the roughly the ballpark. At least when they were opening first, it was that kind of shit. And it was literally so the donuts they tasted not great. Like the fillings were all right, but the actual dough part of the donut it was really bad. The glazing smelled like plastic. Like that, that plastic smell. It had that, and they were like super loaded with all manner of like candies and shit. Which to me is actually the review that I wrote was in English.
Find it.
And I'm going to read this review of the place. Where's the? Hang on,
I like calling places trash tier because they don't know what that is.
I usually honestly only give out reviews for places that I like. But for this one, I had to make an exception because it was.
It was just so far out of the realm of acceptable.
I am a local guide, by the way. Yeah.
Oh yeah, me too.
This place has invested a lot in good marketing and aesthetic, but the product is rather lacking. Though the donuts are decent, filling being quite good, glazing horrific, any semblance of quality comes from a thin veneer of decadence, which is also the justification for the absurd price tag these come with. When, after several hours, you finally get your donuts delivered, you will receive a beautiful box with a bunch of ugly pastries inside. I highly recommend you go to your local supermarket and buy the donuts they have in the freshly baked goods section. They are comparable in quality and superior in price and experience. And so they actually responded to this.
Well, it is worded very elegantly for a bad review.
Yeah, so the response is in German. But basically they say like, excuse me, but we're finding this review at all of our stores all over Germany, which means that either you're doing like a big trip to get all of our nice donuts that we have everywhere, or this is a fake account. Like they straight up just lied. So I had to amend. I had to amend my review. Please note, the response to this review claims that it has been reposted to other stores of their chain in order to discredit it. This is not true, you can go check that for yourself, but the goal of responding that way to criticism should tell you how much they care about the actual customers. Yeah.
I like that you have like a posh way you're
when you leave a bad review, it has to...
You gotta...
Like, that's like the one chance that you get. And like the racist colonialist energy.
Yeah, exactly.
The posh accent, yeah. So that that's the one time when it's socially acceptable to like channel that.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, no!
I am racist against capitalists.
Same. That should be a shirt. Make that a shirt. Put it in the merch store.
Did you see the shirt that I posted in School Shooting Olympics earlier?
Yeah, no.
FBI full-blooded Italian.
Full-blooded Italian.
That shirt goes so fucking hard. I mean, that is incredible. Oh my God. That's one that I
bought it at a thrift store.
Yeah.
You could be a half-blooded Italian. You could be half as hard.
I mean, I have the extra cheese and extra chromosomes one, but FBI full-blooded Italian is really something else. Oh,
it sounds like it would be like one of those like fake movies.
Yeah. You'll want to see some actual gore on stream.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah, I do.
Careful with this.
Seems you're driving straight into a sandstorm.
Look at this.
Oh,
This is a new
can
book.
you even show that?
This is a new book that I got. It's literally new. And I was reading this on the train, and it's just I'm like flipping a page, and suddenly I have the page in my hand.
And it pops out.
Yeah. And then like the next
Jesus.
15 pages were all doing this. It's literally one of the worst experiences I've had in my life.
Yeah, especially when you're like on a train or a bus.
Yeah.
Now you have to take care of it.
This was like on Tuesday, and I have not touched the book since. Even though it's a great book, like it's super fun.
Yeah.
It's a Seven Eves.
It's
by
just the
Neil
way it was
Stephenson.
put together.
Yeah. I like
Whoever
the book, but
the
the fucking Jesus
publishing
Christ.
house.
Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks
Yeah.
because of this.
Yeah.
I like the smell of books, but they're just more convenient.
I'm not a huge fan of audiobooks. I find them frustrating. They're very slow. Not that I'm a particularly fast reader. I mean, I have become kind of a fast reader. But audiobooks are so fucking languid. I'd rather listen to music.
Yeah.
But I do sometimes
listening
get
to
the
people
itch.
read.
You know? Sometimes I get the itch to listen to an audiobook instead of music on a walk.
Mm-hmm.
But like all the time, I'm consuming like content all the time.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. So a walk is a very nice time to not have to do that.
Exactly. Go touch some grass. Be present with it.
Yeah.
I usually do it for like long rides, because our commutes are like an hour.
Oh yeah,
So.
I don't have a commute. If I had a commute, I'd probably do a lot more audiobooks.
Yeah. And it's a good time for podcasts that you can understand.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I need to go back.
I don't really. I'm not sure I listen to any podcasts right now.
Oh my fucking god.
Ever since I hadn't been actively listening to Come Town for a while. Before they ended it and became the Adam Friedland Show.
The what?
Yeah, they renamed Come Town. Like Starve left, and then they have like Nick and Adam have a new show, and they call it the Adam Friedland Show, which is just yeah.
Creative freedom.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, damn.
It's pretty cool. And
what are you cussing about, Posh?
Just the fact that this game, holy shit, it's difficult.
Oh, aren't you the guy who like just maybe half an hour ago was like, "Oh, Burger, you gay homo fag, you don't play difficult video games? What do you have a small penis?" Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Fuck off.
I believe he said that.
Yeah. He definitely was.
He popped on right before just to call us gay and then left.
Yeah.
What a fucking colonialist move, honestly.
No, god damn it, I lost a fucking card. Ah!
Do you have to aim these manually?
No, not manually. You just tell them to. So some of them have rear shooting guns that can only shoot in the rear, and some have front shooting guns that can only shoot in the front. Others have 360 guns that just shoot everywhere.
Yeah. So it's kind of like it's a little bit more of a tower defense game almost. It has elements of that, certainly.
No, I wouldn't say so.
Yes,
I would say it's much more like FTL. It's more management.
Well, FTL.
I
would say FTL also has a few tower elements. A tower. Defense.
No.
Because like a tower is like radius that it can shoot inside, so that's the element here.
There was I recall this particular game where you build a spaceship, and it's definitely a tower defense game. Just because the tower moves doesn't mean it's not a tower.
It's true.
Yeah.
I've never been really good. I've only played balloons.
Yeah, I do have a bit of a soft spot for tower defense games because it's very mindless.
Yeah.
But I haven't actually played that many of them compared to like, other stuff. Yeah, he should crash. Boom, he crashed. That really saved your ass right there.
Yeah, well, apart from the fact that there is the nearest camp is, I don't know where the fuck it is, but it's far.
Yeah. Why are you taking? Well, if you're driving through the wilderness, of course you're gonna get fucking.
Yeah.
Is this like a random encounter situation?
Yeah, this has random encounters scattered through the stretch. You spot several meter
Okay.
course.
Clearly, you're in Raider territory.
Yes. God, I've only got 8 left. No.
Camp.
Oh my god, I need to repair this, but I don't have the money.
Damn.
You don't have money, Posh?
Well, I've got 50 scrap. That's it. That's fucking it.
Yeah, I got like 50 scrap. I can do some shit maybe for like 50 scrap. You got 50 scrap?
You know,
on
I
you?
wish they made like a good Mad Max game because I feel like that currency would be a cool thing if you had to go and like scavenge and then pay with it. That would be dope.
That'd be pretty.
I
pretty
can
standard.
kind of agree with that.
But like the Mad Max game we got was trash.
Pretty.
Okay,
classic.
let's see. Return. I need. Where's?
Did you see the Mage the Ascension thing I sent you?
I did.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I've really been. It's just like an idea that I had because you know how in like all manner of role playing games, like wizards tend to be way underpowered the first few levels and then way overpowered.
And then super overpowered.
Yeah, they don't like fit in the general scaling because like you also have like this idea of the wizard in his tower who's like just completely out of touch.
Right, he's a hermit because he's just so powerful.
Yeah, and it's you can't. There is no realistic way in which a wizard just is as powerful as a warrior. They're just always more powerful. Like maybe in a specific scenario, there's a few ways in which a trained warrior could really fuck up a wizard in like badly and probably kill him. But just the wizard has a much greater range of options.
It's true. And the warrior would have to get to the wizard, so like it's just not even.
Yeah, it's not an even.
Oh my god. Imagine.
Yeah.
This actually has got an idea in my brain. Like, imagine, post-apocalypse shit, and you have this group of tribals that worship footballers as gods.
What?
That's actually pretty cool.
Literally, it says so here. These tribals.
I mean, they're already worshiping the footballers. Like, why is it got to be post-apocalypse?
You were right. As you hear shouting and engines revving before you. Oh fuck. I don't have the fuel for that. I'm fucked.
You don't have the fuel.
So you're trying to like balance out the wizards?
No, I'm trying to make it so it's only wizards. Because there's not much of a point to play a D&D game where everyone just plays a wizard. The point of D&D is that you don't do that. You don't all play the same class.
Shit.
But I like the concept of like it's literally Mage the Ascension, but instead of being in the real world, it's like just any generic fantasy world that you can think of. And you like play wizards essentially.
Of only wizards.
Yeah, it's only wizards, and you have like you can have more martially oriented wizards and
different types of wizards to keep it interesting. Not everyone wants to be a fireball wizard.
Yeah, I mean that's like the same as it works in Mage. It's literally the same system. I named this sphere something different, and I came up with this very interesting tower system because obviously a mage has a tower.
Oh, fucked.
Right?
It doesn't need to be specifically a tower, but
like an actual tower. Yeah.
It's basically your base, and it's like a separate array of backgrounds. Where,
is that why you were asking about the cloister, the chantry?
No, that's a different thing. There was also that's happening in a real game. I feel like I've come around with a better system, where basically tower is one of the available backgrounds. And it doesn't work too dissimilar from the Chantry one, where basically if you have one dot in tower, you can like that accommodates, your tower can accommodate 5 dots in like the tower backgrounds. Right, which should be stuff like amenities. Like it's a little bit more taken from the Haven system from Vampire the Masquerade, where you have like amenities, artifice, collegium, which is basically if your tower's located as at a wizarding school or something, that's going to be an advantage. domain hidden, laboratory, library, a private node, protection servants, stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's just
Kashi, how's it going?
something I'm spitballing. Oh, hello,
Dude.
Kashi. Welcome to the
Welcome.
gamer hours.
Gamer time.
The Jamer hours.
121.
What if it was pronounced Jod?
Yeah.
Well, guess I'm going to go get myself the self-sealing stem bolts.
Heck yeah, brother.
Have you been playing any games lately?
Oh, god damn it. Really?
Oh, he's playing Borderlands 3. That's pretty.
That's
Cringe.
Oh, okay.
Rude.
Rude.
It's pretty.
Shoot me
I
in
just
the
picked it up.
face!
It was like a week ago, I think.
Yeah. It's a cool game. I
Yeah.
enjoy it.
I just like that it's so obnoxiously weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is something I do like about Borderlands. It's very unapologetic about like being way over the top.
Yeah.
Even though like the story of the,
Fucking Claptrap.
for
Stop.
Borderlands 3 kind of. I mean, yeah, Claptrap I find a little too annoying, but.
Yeah, he's like, they're like, oh, we made him to be annoying. I'm like, yeah, cool. You did a great job. Still fucking
You
annoying.
really did do that, didn't you? You really were very successfully have achieved the thing you were trying to
Damn it.
do.
I don't really like shooting games, but I made an exception for that and Mass Effect.
What exception would that be?
Borderlands.
Borderlands.
The thing
Mass
I like
Effect.
about Borderlands is the loot. I like the randomly generated shit. I'm a huge
Yeah.
fan of that. I'm a huge fan of like randomly generating loot. With like as many elements as it plays with. I would love to see that in more games. And I know people are going to tell me, "Oh, that's how Diablo works." And
That's
I
how a
will
lot of
also
games
tell
work.
you that fuck Diablo because
I don't really like it.
because of Blizzard.
I just don't like the way that it's set up, like with the huge mobs of enemies with just the like.
No, I don't like that either. It's very
fuck?
stressful.
It's a lot to pay attention to.
Ooh.
And it's also
jeez.
it's like a lot of just clicking. You have to click a lot
Yeah.
and fast. There's not even
Yeah,
that much
fair enough.
skill involved.
I don't like RTS games for that reason too.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. I don't like.
You can't
RTS
can't
games
pause
either.
it, like you can't like.
There are some RTS games where you can have tactical pause.
That
Well,
is fine, but
not
it's still I'll end up pausing more often than I have to.
Yeah.
Like the way Dragon Age did it, okay, that you could say that's like RTS.
Damn it.
But
I never played it that way,
my absolute preferred way of doing it is turn-based.
Turn-based.
Any day.
Oh yeah, no, turn-based is great.
I grew up on JRPGs, so turn-based
Yeah.
is kind of my shit.
Yeah, I don't like JRPGs, but I understand the principle of them, and I do actually think that's cool. There is actually going to be a the creators of Lancer. Matt told me about this. The RPG Lancer with the mechs. They are working on an RPG like a tabletop role playing game that will
Ooh.
have a combat system that is based on like JRPG type ways of
Aw.
fighting.
Sounds like my shit.
Yeah, which is that's actually something that I'm very interested in seeing.
Yeah, it depends on how they do it.
Yeah.
Because some JRPGs are just like, I like them, but some of them are hit or miss.
Yeah.
Like one of them I got, it took me like 4.5 hours to get to the actual gameplay part,
Yeah.
and I wasn't about it. Like
Yeah,
I like
no.
story, but that's just too much.
I like story. There's games where you have story, and there's games where you like come up with the story in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. Holy shit.
I think
that was
that's something
intense.
I really like about Dark Souls. Like, I'm not even talking about like the difficulty, but the way that you piece the world together through like finding stuff and item descriptions and just people saying random shit. Like, there's a lot missing, and I like that part. I can just connect.
Yeah.
It is interesting. I remember someone whining about Baldur's Gate
It says
3's from
old.
turn-based RTS with force because it was dumbing down 5e players.
What?
What's he talking about?
Oh, turn-based from
He's
RTS.
muttering to himself.
Because I'm talking about Hayden is writing something in chat. Hello, excuse
Oh.
me.
Oh, okay. In the actual.
Yeah, there's a lot
like,
of
live stream.
a lot of the complaints about Baldur's Gate 3 is people being like dumbing it down for 5e players, but it's like this is literally just the rules of the game. Like this is a D&D game.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's how Pillars of Eternity and Pathfinder and all of those CRPGs do it.
This
So it's
also Solasta, which doesn't specifically say, "Oh, we're a D&D game." Like you have to spend literally 5 seconds looking into it before you see that. And people thought it was just like any turn-based game, and then they were super. They point out all the design flaws that D&D has in it, and it's like, yeah, that's kind of what it's supposed to be. I know they suck, but
Yeah.
you just roll a d20. That's how it works.
I mean, if you
It's-
start with a shitty foundation, it happens.
And Solasta is fun, but it's it's
mean,
fun in
a
the
lot of
way
things
that
can
like
be-
any game where you have a party. What I really like about it is that you make your own party completely.
Like on your own?
Yeah, you make all the characters. in the
Oh,
party.
neat.
Yeah, but this is something I really
Gate,
like about the old
where
Baldur's Gate
it's
games.
temples.
About the I think the or it might just be the Neverwinter Nights ones.
Maxwell. Samuel and Maxwell.
Never get to play those.
Eiffel.
Eiffels, dude.
Yeah, Eiffels. Eiffels in French, because it's the proper way
Like
to
the
pronounce
tower? Yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go through my cat.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Did you
go,
run away?
I'm gonna go check a
Hang on,
coffee stream then.
I'm just cuddling my cat. This has been a very good boy today, and he's looking awfully cute.
Fair.
Item of the day.
I
That
hate
reminds me of
they-
the
yeah.
the Bioshock one. The Circus of Value.
I did.
Oh,
I
dear
actually
Lord.
only played the Bioshock one. That's it.
Yeah, I didn't play the other one
What the
either.
fuck? This is pretty early on in the game, right?
Yeah, I have not gotten very far.
I
in
had
it.
no idea that there was a room down there.
Yeah.
I've been to this place pretty often. I had literally zero idea that there was a room down there.
Is it such?
Well, now you know.
Wait, hang on, Kashi. Aren't you the one who like gave me a gun in Border? Was that someone else?
No.
No, that
No,
might have
it's
been no.
probably somebody else.
That was someone else. Because I was somebody like sent me a shotgun via Steam, and it actually it rocks. It plays the the Doom shotgun sound, like the guitar riff, the down. It plays that every time you shoot, and it does an incredible amount of damage. This is my favorite tactic is to like get in, slide in super close with enemies, and just shoot them right in the chest and head area, just at close range. Yeah, whatever the one was where you're in Icewind Dale is the one that I mean where you made the whole party. But yeah, I'm a fan of making up your whole party.
It's right. Oh, for fuck's sake! Damn it! It's so
Hello.
far from here.
Welcome
Right,
to
no
this.
vehicles. Gonna buy me some of that. Ballistic computer. This computer calculates long-distance targeting vectors, improving range. Aid. Yes. Very good. Very good.
AIDS. Excuse me. you
yeah,
have
literally.
AIDS?
Oh,
Description:
You should get that
Advanced
checked out, bud.
impact defense.
You have AIDS.
Originally designed
Pretty
as a
cringe.
parking aid.
He is French.
AIDS.
Fuck you. It prevents ramming damage through localized energy fields. That costs 30.
30 what? AIDS.
No, 30 scrap. I could
I
afford
wonder how
it.
they get the thick line art on the 3D models.
but I can't because it's a yellow
Is,
thing.
is that a
shader.
difficult thing to do?
So
it's a shader, isn't it?
Yes,
Is-
it's a shader.
is
That's
now the
how
time
it's
where I continue the apparent new tradition of me telling work stories.
You
Go ahead,
Oh,
yeah.
go ahead,
Oh
do it.
yeah, no, I want the What was the other one? Because you told
Oh, that's
the
cool.
pants one, right?
Yes, I did tell you about Margaret. Where are my
And I
trousers?
was dying. Okay, well, what's the third one?
Margaret, where are my trousers?
Oh, third one. There are so many. I had to write a list.
Classic.
I just remember I picked the third one, and you were like, "I guess we're gonna go with the second one," and I was like, "Wow."
If you want to get across that, you're gonna need a car.
You don't say.
So I have one here titled "Put the Google devices in demo mode or perish."
What?
What does that mean?
So,
What do
Sorry,
you mean by this?
excuse me?
at the store, right? We obviously set up displays, and there
Right.
is a demo mode for pretty much every device you can imagine. So, for example, for Apple devices, there's a demo mode that sets the brightness like at a level above what you'd see on a normal iPad. It like makes the colors pop just that little bit more.
Mhm.
Absolutely murders the battery, but they do it to make Apple devices look good. Hi, Apple rep. I hope you don't mind me sharing company secrets.
Yeah, I don't mind.
So, obviously, we're
Just
supposed
pretend
to
I'm them.
we're supposed to put all the devices in demo mode, like as we get them in and we see them open displays.
Yeah.
Now, the guy who was in charge of the Google devices, like putting them in demo mode, let's just say that he wasn't.
He's not a smart lad.
No, he wasn't that good at actually doing his job.
Oh, so he
Like-
wasn't a smart lad.
Oh, he basically tells someone like, "Oh, I'll go set up a demo display," and he'd fuck off and play I don't know, like Flappy Bird or some shit on his phone.
Flappy.
So the
Okay.
Google devices would sit there,
Not in demo mode.
not in demo mode, ready to be activated. I think you can tell where this is going already.
Heck yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, that
But
was
I'm
good
stupid.
damage.
Now, leading up to Christmas, which is one of our busiest periods,
Yeah, what the fuck?
a kid got it into his mind that, hey, these devices aren't in demo mode, which means I can just add them to my
Steal
Google
it.
Home,
Yeah.
which means I can remote control them from my phone as they're
Motherfucking great.
as they're set up to my Google Home.
Kids would be the future.
Oh yeah. So, kit goes out naturally, right? I've had my eye on him, and I know this is going to be good. So I didn't say anything. I just knew it was going to be good. Caused a hell of a lot of trouble for me, but it was going to be good.
I mean, I would let it happen for the funny.
Now, 2:00 strikes around, right? I'm staying in
No,
late
no,
because
no.
normally I only work from 8 till 1.
That's what-
But I was staying in late that day, and 2:00 is our busiest period, like during Christmas.
Yeah.
2:00 rolls around. There's around 400 people in our store. Snap goes the Google devices, and they start playing music. But they don't just start playing any old music.
Is it like metal?
No. This is a rap beat set to the sounds of porno.
Oh.
Yes.
Good
Based.
for him.
So
Oh,
it
how-
is blaring the loudest porn that you could
The
possibly
loudest moaning
imagine.
noises.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
How do you
Lord.
have this vehicle already?
Which
I've
vehicle?
already gone to. I've already been to Promethea.
Oh, okay.
I just the last time I played, I just finished the freaking. What are they called? The freaking.
Now,
Can you even see
that
with those? Like,
frickin'
are those
chick,
realistic to have?
Maya, her.
now
Yeah,
as
I went to that place. with the
So-
temple and whatnot.
As I leave for the day, right, the
Right.
Google Display guy sends me a message on Workplace.
Yeah.
Please help me! I forgot to put all the Google devices in demo mode, and now the
You
boss
forgot?
is now yelling at me to fix this issue.
Mega based.
And I just send him back a single picture, like of the Doge meme just looking down, like with the angry eyes, going, "Then perish," because he didn't do his
Why?
job.
Good.
Why?
For him. time
Radio
he'll do his
signal. It
fucking
sounds
job.
like an emergency broadcast. Should I do it? Coin flip.
Let's see. Oh, right. There's also the story of the old dude and the dung-covered walls.
Of course. Every dementia patient.
Well, so we closed down Sunday. Well, on a Sunday, and thought that everyone was out the store.
Yeah.
Come Monday morning, right? We show up like in the morning and we start getting everything ready. We hear our sweet little foreign cleaning lady start screaming, like really loudly in Serbian.
Oh boy.
Now, at first, I thought she'd seen something like absolutely fucking scary, like I don't know, fucking like Bill Cosby showing up, going, "Hey, hey, hey!"
Ghost.
But no, it turns out there was an old man who had asked to go to the bathroom like midday before, because we checked there were security cameras. So midday the day before, he went into the bathroom, locked the door, and just never left.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so he just stayed the night over, right?
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom, yeah. Like, this man is, like, senile out of his mind. So he
Yeah,
should have had a
yeah.
minder.
Is that what they're called? A minder?
Yes, someone who, like, takes care of them.
Interesting.
So I was like, we do our best to, like, coax this, like, weird little old man out of, like, his little hideout, because we're not going in there, because it stinks. Like, it stinks real bad.
Yeah. You're coaxing an old man out with snacks or something? Like he's a dog?
More or less, anyway. So we get him out, and my warehouse boss just sort of like pokes his head in and goes, "Yeah, we're gonna call a cleaning crew." I poke my head in, and I see walls that should be white are now brown.
No.
Oh, that is messed up, dude. That is a usually
You have to wear like hazmat suits?
like psychologically, that is a mechanism by which people assert control over their environment when they feel extremely powerless.
Yeah. Apparently everywhere but the toilet was caked in poop.
No.
So I feel bad for this old man. So
yeah.
we ask him like, "Oh, do you have anyone who can pick you up?" We're like, "She's coming with my bike." Like, okay. So we take him outside, and obviously we call the police because we have to. But I find out because I go in like this is where my bit in the story like pretty much ends. But I found out afterwards that, according to my coworker, not only was like the walls covered in poop, the man has like had poop under his hat.
Oh,
What?
My God.
Yeah, and like his fingers were caked in it, and his shoes, everything.
It's
And
messed up.
my coworker found this out because the guy dropped his hat, and he went to pick it up to help him, and he just looked at his hands afterward and went, "Oh God."
Ah,
Jesus.
Very, very unfortunate and extremely disgusting.
Very uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That is fucking disgusting, lads.
Just the amazing parts of working retail.
I can imagine.
I mean, I guess that falls under amazing.
Yeah.
Or I guess it would be awesome, because you're in awe of how gross it is.
In awe of how gross this lad is.
This mad lad.
That guy sounded familiar.
I need to. Okay. That's not- I thought I
I know.
remembered something about him, but then it seems that
Heavy
I did
plasma bolter.
misremember.
Nice.
We'll
And
go
then I
back
didn't.
to Posh's stream here.
I found a heavy plasma bolter. Nice.
Wait, why do I have a title
Radio
called "Might I
signal
Offer a Hippo in These
used to-
Trying Times"?
Hippos are killing
Appears to be-
machines.
Oh,
no,
right,
Hippos
yeah.
are fucking disgusting. They are
So,
not disgusting in the sense of dolphin disgusting, but they are disgustingly murderous.
Most
So-
animals are disgusting.
one of our old tech managers during Christmas was having a rough time, right?
Aren't
he
we all
was-
just in a cycle of
Well-
having a rough time?
Our salespeople all took the most unfortunate times to sort of time their vacations during Christmas. So he was working double, trying to get everything to work, trying to call people in, and people just telling him no because if they're vacation, don't be a dickhead.
Yeah.
No.
So like he goes like he's been getting yelled at all day now. To get to the title of the story, did you know that Kinder has chocolate hippos?
Yeah, they're
Do
really.
they?
I like them. Kinder Happy Hippos, they're fucking cool.
Oh yeah, those are
Happy-
pretty
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It sounds so cute.
They
Yeah.
are very cute.
Like he came up to the support the technically came up to the support section, and he was like, "Oh God, I need you guys to go like out on the floor." I'm like, no can do. We've got 30 laptops here that need to be done like by like in 4 hours, and we're behind schedule.
Yeah.
Oh, looking the wrong way.
Oh dear lord.
And he
That's
just
a
like
lot of them.
I could just like see the soul sort of like just leaking out of him. At which point, I reach over and I grab my little bag of like Kinder Happy Hippos and just go, "Might I offer your hippo in these trying times?"
LMAO.
And my manager at the time looked at me as if I just murdered his cat because he's actually seen It's Always Sunny. So he got the reference.
Yeah,
He got so
knows,
mad at
he
me.
knows what's going on.
He
He got
knows.
so mad at me.
Goddamn. Fuck you, vehicles.
I had to
You
work.
do what you can.
Yeah, I had to work over that Christmas that year, but I didn't mind.
I mean, in tech, you always have to. I think I was working Geek
Yeah.
Squad when I had to work like from Christmas, like right before Christmas to like New Year's, because there were just so many fucking broken PCs and
No, damn it. Oh fuck. Damn it. Fucking mine layers.
mind flayers.
No, mine layers.
Like, is that like a mind palace?
No, that's a mind. A mine. You know, a mine. What that is,
Where'd you
right?
get ore from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's talking
I mean, I
about
understand,
the,
like,
the layers
I get what he's saying.
underground where the ore is, and he doesn't
Yes.
like that.
The AI just literally just set themselves up and then just crashed into a tower.
Shouts
Genius.
out to the AI for helping my man Posh out.
Yeah, shout out
Uh.
to the developers for knowing we'd need help.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Hell yeah.
Oh
Shout-
yeah, new vehicle. Hell the fuck yes.
Shout out to water for always keeping me hydrated.
Yeah.
Shout out
dude,
to my
I'm
middle
fucking-
fingers for always standing up for me.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm gonna drink.
Alright.
I'll drink
God damn
water to that.
Heck yeah, stay hydrated.
Those are
Well,
fancy.
like if you don't stay
illustrated cars.
hydrated, how will you stay motivated?
Mountain black.
How will
I-
you
I
keep
have
these
lost my
thirsty
motivation.
hoes in
Wait.
line?
8
What
years ago.
reference? What reference is this to? You prepare to head out. You hear one of your crew members excitedly claim Mountain, Black Lotus, Chanel, and Fireball.
That's his channel, not Chanel.
Chanel?
I'm sorry, I fucking misread.
And I assume
Okay.
I assume that Black Lotus is a reference to Magic the Gathering.
It must be.
Usually.
Roll out. Okay, fun little. Right, where's the
So I
nearest
didn't have time to tune into the stream earlier. What topics have sort of been discussed today?
I have no
Uh,
idea,
Games.
dude.
Just the
Well,
state
since
of
I
the
got
world,
here,
basically.
James.
Mm.
That the EU is a could be a super global power and could be a force for good, but then we were debating, well, technically power
Are any
isn't-
forces ever for good, really?
We also talked about
No,
how
not
weird
really.
posh Smike is.
Yep.
That was a big thing.
Approach to settlement, radio to settlement.
Oh yeah, you're using a Blue Yeti, aren't you, Burger?
No, I'm using I think an Auna 900.
Hmm.
I have a very old microphone. It was super cheap. This is one of my few technology purchases that I've never regretted. It was very cheap. It wasn't like super cheap. I did decide to like spend some money on it, but I've had it for probably 10 years at this point.
Hmm.
Hey.
And it still works. Probably not quite 10 years, but it still works very well.
Well, yeah, like good audio equipment stays good.
Yeah. The only problem that I have with it is like that I had with it for a long time is like the pop filter doesn't work.
Is that what the sock is for?
Yeah. There's not just one sock. It's a bunch of socks.
Oh,
One
okay.
sock is not enough. It's very sensitive to pops. So I have like I don't know fucking. You know when you just have a sock left in the washing machine because the other one was taken by the washing machine gods?
Yeah.
That's the socks that go on this baby.
I see. That's a good use for him.
Yeah.
Eventually, it'll be like, when you put a bunch of rubber bands on a melon, except it'll be a bunch of socks on a microphone.
Yeah, it's gonna just crush the metal casing. The power of grandma's knitted socks.
Zach.
Yo,
Annihilate the hello, Cody.
I have now left the WGKG.
Hey, how's it going?
Are you in the Amazon Scream box now?
Yeah. No, I was working from home. I just didn't want to fucking talk about shit over work VPN.
Mm-hmm.
Understandable, really.
Anyways, what's up?
I don't remember.
But like relaxing.
Life for gore.
Lo-fi hip-hop beats with the rain sounds.
Like dreading going to work tomorrow. Our new operations leader wants to start doing like proper morning meetings that are separated from the main sales floor, which I am okay
No
with.
thanks.
Oh,
But
damn, this is a big chungus. Look at him.
He wants to focus on team building exercises
As soon as I wake up? No, thank you.
and
I don't want to see anybody as soon as I wake up.
like general thriving on like in the workplace atmosphere as well.
Thriving.
Yeah.
Thrive my ass.
I swear to God, managers are the most disconnected people from reality.
They sure are.
It's like how much of the bloat in any sector is just that they're hiring more administrators.
My problem with our managers is that they're like they don't, much like every other place, right? They don't know like what IT is.
Yeah, that is
never
insane to me.
do.
That like the people
Why not?
who manage the business do not understand what it is that the business even.
I have a guy who
Right.
used to be my project manager for a different project, and he came onto this project part time to like assist with like getting some of the simpler stuff coded.
Yeah.
I had to explain to him what the Linux home folder was, like where
Oh
it
man.
I mean, you'd have to explain that to me as well, but I'm not part of your
was.
team.
You don't make
Yeah,
like
but
100K in a
You're not
computer
making
company.
money
Yeah,
doing it. Yeah.
that is very true.
See,
Like
They've-
they hire managers who have no idea how IT
it'd
works.
be like if I had told you where the fucking Windows home button is.
Yeah.
does anyone of you
Oh
know
my
what
God.
KPI stands for?
Oh god, I can't remember.
Within the retail business, it's like key point indicators, right?
yeah.
Basically, it's stuff that you get ranked on.
Key
Like,
performance indicators.
yeah, that's the
Oh
one.
yeah. Yeah. We have those.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
Sure,
And
we
it's
travel
funny,
to
like every
Woodbridge.
time I get judged, it's always by somebody who's like stupid in the area that
Oh, my.
I'm working in. So I'm
Yeah.
like, how would you even know?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
found a handy chart for it that looks like it means absolutely nothing. Like if I was gonna make something up, this is what I would do.
yeah, so we have a key performance indicator called WCM, which stands for Warranty Cost Management.
Yeah.
Basically, it's everything we sent to the repair shop, that's like we have to pay the transport bill. And there's also a diagnostics bill that has to be paid as well. Now, if it's a product that's been like under warranty, so like within 2 years of purchase, we have to cover the cost, basically. At least within the first year, no questions asked. After the first year, the customer has to prove what happened to the device before we send
Like
it in
case
for
by case,
a
yeah.
I
repair.
set it on fire is what happened to the device.
Man, it's
Yeah.
always something stupid too. Like, oh,
Give
my
me my
dog
money
like
back.
stepped on it and broke the screen, and I'm like,
Yeah.
how
So
heavy's your
Damn it,
dog?
girl.
So we can't do warranty cost management on anything that's like over 2 years old in terms of purchase. And we've been behind the last two periods. Sales period is like a single month. Past 2 months we've not have like we've had like 5 warranty cases like come in that were like legit.
Yeah.
3 last month and 2 this month that I remember, at least while I was there. And they've been complaining that we're not putting in enough numbers, because every bit of warranty cost management when we do, we get a bit of like pay behind, behind the system. Goes back into the store, like helps pay for bonuses and all that shit.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what it is about the summer months, but summer months is where we have the least amount of warranty cost management like being done, because people are just like, they're bringing in like, we're talking like PCs that were so far back, we have to go out to an old machine that still runs our old archiving system in order to get out the electronic receipt from like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
That's the sort of crap that they bring in. And they're like, oh yeah, why is your rates not going up? Like, yeah, our turnaround time, which is the amount of time that it's like in the store, is low as shit. Like it's below a day. So like we fix it pretty much the moment it like comes across the desk.
Nice.
But our warranty cost management is like, it's in the like almost in the negatives. It's like, yeah, like you could look at the security cameras, like there's no people coming in that are delivering this. And
Yeah, that sucks.
and my department head, like, he got a slap over the wrist for it as well, which I'm kind of upset by. He's a good guy.
That's sad.
Hmm.
The thing that really fucks me in like retail is like, I would always get, like when I worked in IT, I would always get talked about for the conversion rate of the store, which is just like how many people come in versus like how many people actually buy something.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
I'm literally just like fixing their stuff. What do you want me to do? Like,
Sell insurance, sell like accessories, all that sort of stuff.
This I think
I know
harkens
you've
back
come into my
to a thing
to
we talked about earlier when Sandro was still here, Posh Sandro and I. I think this is something that is springing out of the like American business ethos, which is that basically, if it makes you money, it is morally good.
yeah.
The highest moral good is to make money.
Like, you
And-
don't need insurance if you're not breaking your shit all the time. Like,
No,
I
but
hate
you have to
upselling people shit.
emotionally manipulate people into buying insurance.
I can't do it.
Yeah. Like, one thing I can see as a good thing, this is probably going to be a lot of flack from people who listen in. We sell support agreements, right? Which is basically like a contract for 12 months, 24 months, or 36 months, where you can at any point come in and put your laptop on the table and go, please help me.
Yeah.
And no matter what it is, we'll try and help them, like, to the best of our ability.
Yeah.
Like, at no extra cost. Like, it's basically like you get tech support for 3 years, essentially.
That's pretty
Sweet.
cool.
As well as some cloud storage and some other things as well. As well as, like, we'll give you lessons in how to use your computer, all that
You
shit.
know, they used to have that at Geek Squad, but then they took it off because they started charging like super high for it and nobody wanted it. And I'm like, yeah, well, if it's like $600, nobody's gonna do it because the computer's that much.
If you can't make
But might
money
as well
off
just
it,
fucking throw the
just
thing
don't.
away and then buy a new computer.
Yeah, like a 3-year agreement is like 400 euros. So, but you're effectively paying for our time, is what it is,
Yeah.
and it's up to you to sort of like come down and use it. This is a massive help to old people
Hmm.
because I don't know what it is, right? But tech support has died out as a concept. It is fucking wild to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Like-
What do
people
you
are teaching their
mean?
kids how to like
No,
fix their
no,
own
no.
computers and shit.
There are no businesses outside of mine, like the sword chain that I'm in, that provides this sort of service for people to help them with their computers. Nobody does this.
Oh, to like teach them how to do it?
No, not even teach them. Like just provide this basic sort of service of
I know it because when you call tech support, the main thing they're supposed to do is sell you more products.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we don't
That's
even
literally the job. Like, you answer the phone, and then you're just like, yeah, well, we could do that for like money.
Yeah, we don't have to do that. Like as long as
Man.
the customer has a support agreement, we'll just help them.
Imagine if we didn't have money instead.
Yeah, it's something I both like and hate about our store. Because some customers definitely do take the piss. Like genuinely do take the piss. Like we have one lady that everyone in the department just fucking despises. Because she came in one day and she's like, yeah, like the support agreements, you're supposed to help us with everything. Here's a computer with 30,000 images I need categorized in sensible folders by date, name, you
Fuck
name.
this
Like it was.
lady.
She wanted us to do this within a day, and this
That's
was a
not,
job
like,
that would
support,
take
though.
months.
That's like something you'd have to write a Python script for or something. Like
That's
That
like
technically,
slavery.
technically, that falls underneath the support
Bro.
agreement. So we had to do it. We did get it done, mind you. Right? It took 4 of us.
Were they sketchy photos?
No, they were just generic old lady photos. Like pictures of flowers and all that sort of dumb shit.
Nice.
just be like, I'll show them. They're making me pay extra for this service. I'm gonna make their employees search through 8,000 copies of different angles of my cock pictures.
Hey, it's happened before. Like, when I was working at IT, they were like, yeah, my computer's not really working. So, like, as soon as you, like, open it up, it's just, like, a bunch of, like, porn that's just on their computer. And I was like,
They have that screensaver of a woman shaking her ass as 8,000 pop-ups go up.
Oh god.
Basically.
I can't tell you how many of those types of customers we've served. There is one old man that comes in consistently every month with his tablet going. He's drooling on his fucking tablet as he's saying this. Like he's one of those old guys, right?
Yeah.
Like he looks like what you'd imagine Hollywood's interpretation of one of those child predators look like.
Damn.
Oh, dear.
Oh yeah,
Did he have the,
It's
did he
always
have
like
the CP
gross old
glasses?
dudes when they hand
yeah,
it
he
to
does.
you. They're just
But-
like, it's dirty, and you're like,
we don't handle his tablet anymore without gloves because we don't know what we might catch. But it's like every time we open it up, right, there's porn on the screen, without fail,
Yeah,
porn every single
always.
fucking time. There's he's activated 900 different subscription feeds to news, but it's all
Oh.
porno news.
How is there that much news about porn? What is?
oh, there's
I mean,
tons.
it's just like anything else, It's
Like
you get,
newsletters
a gamer
and
It's
stuff.
like buying Game Informer magazine,
Yeah,
it's the latest porn information.
It's more like our RSS
Business
feeds.
Insider for fucking pornography. The New England Journal of
Look.
Porn.
Yeah,
Look,
it's
the thing that surprises me is how many fucking award shows there are apparently for pornography.
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
How many?
Yeah, because they're
I don't
actors.
more than one is the surprising thing. So
But yeah,
Yeah, they
it's just
basically have Grammys for porn.
yeah, it's
Jesus.
it's just
I thought you
RSS
said
feeds,
grannies
right?
For a second.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there are granny porn.
that definitely exists.
But yeah,
I would not
I've
be
seen
surprised.
I've seen some shit that would give most people like PTSD on these tablets.
Yeah,
It's-
It
it's
reminds
like-
me of those
it's
people
bad.
who get paid to go through the internet and like delete like the really bad stuff.
Like-
Those people
Like
like
people who like have to sort through like child porn at like the FBI. and
yeah,
stuff.
they have to go through like therapy like as
Oh,
part
I
of their
yeah.
job.
know a guy who did like worked for the police and had to like his job was to watch child pornography for like half a
Aw.
year for like a case.
Oh no, poor
Poor
bastard.
guy.
Yeah.
Oof.
I don't think any amount of money I'd be like, it's just not
Oh
worth
fuck.
it.
I really thought you were gonna end that with saying like, yeah, he works as a meter maid. Actually, he was just doing it in his off time.
No, he was doing it recreationally, you know.
Ooh. No,
He's a
like,
private
we've
child
had,
porn watcher.
Yes.
we've had 2 cases of discovering child pornography at work. It is not good. Both times
yeah,
on
you have to call
MacBooks
the
for some
police,
reason.
and then it's a whole fucking.
What does that say
Yeah,
about?
It means that people who look at child porn have no idea how to use computers.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't
And
surprise
like, even
me.
if you did watch child porn, like, why would you take that to a place? Just get rid of it. Get a
Because
new
they don't know
computer.
anything about computers, so they don't know you can find that.
Yeah.
They just go
Like the amount of times people will like just have shit on their computer and not realize it's compromised, so like that other people can see it.
The thing is, right, with MacBooks, unless you set it up to actually like close down whatever you have open when you hit the little red button, it just minimizes it into the bottom taskbar.
Yeah, that sucks.
And if a computer is already like working really, really slowly, if you click on those things to try and close them, it'll instead like open them up before it gives you the context menu. That's how we discovered it both times. Like we just got like, unwillingly fucking splashed with this shit.
That's
It's like,
messed up, dude.
You're just gonna go call the cops now and just give them all their details.
Yeah.
It's always
I
Did they
still,
like come back afterwards, like getting their computer and then just?
No, the police just show like up at their door.
Yeah, they just go to their house.
You remember, Cody? You remember the bit that we did that I'm still so sad. Sometimes I think about the child pornography bit that we did that wasn't recorded for your podcast.
Oh, what you're talking about?
We had this.
Oh.
It was a great bit, like ahead of the podcast and like the fluffing
Oh, was it
session.
before recording?
It was like, yeah, officer, I was going to bring this to you tomorrow. I was just hiding the child pornography on my hard drive.
I do not remember this conversation.
It was great. It was we were very angry that the guy.
Was this during the Justin Trudeau episode?
No, this was in the next one. Yeah, but Coolman hadn't been recording, so it was yeah.
Coleman doesn't record. I record.
Yeah, you record. You hadn't been
Respect us.
recording. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, our best jokes always happen before the fucking cameras are on.
Yeah.
Isn't that always the case?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Just
gotta
like,
make
well-
more fucking episodes because we've all been busy for like
Life.
a long time.
Yeah, it's been quiet
Yeah.
around the podcast a little bit.
Yeah, I moved in like April. Our last
Yeah.
podcast was in like February. And then I had to like pack all my shit up and then move, and then I got here, and then it was like work. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'll get them to record something later. It's usually Spec I have to wrangle. Alduin I can just get like I can just pump him full of drugs and alcohol, and he's like, "Yeah, let's record something right now."
I mean, that's motivating.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Get drunk, just say a bunch of random shit. Profit.
yeah.
Alright, I'm supposed to be.
I can't
So
wait for
far, this
everything I say
campaign
online
has
to be
been
used against
pretty
me.
good.
Word of law.
Both the horde, no. Fuck that shit. Get these bolts.
I advocate for crime.
Yep.
Yeah, there was one joke
Everybody
I did
just
in one of the
become
episodes
Mad
where
Max.
we were on an article, I think, for like coal plants in like Ohio or something, like a list of coal plants in Ohio. And earlier we had found the Wikipedia article for communist terrorism, and I just slowly moved it into frame as I was reading the article. And then Coleman flashed this as a joke in big bold letters: "Do not arrest us."
a joke. For legal reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do this all the time in like the German language podcast, where every time there's like a conservative or a neoliberal saying shit like, "Oh yeah, because we're gonna have like a heating crisis this winter here in Germany," and they say shit like, "Yeah, we should basically make tenants turn off their heating so that big business can keep using as much gas as they want."
Big
And it's
business
like
can
they,
shut the fuck down.
and then there's the saying shit like, there used to be a time in this country where people were afraid of saying things like this, and it was not particularly long ago. There was a very decent chance that if you were a conservative saying shit like this, you'd get picked off the street and shot in the fucking head.
Yeah.
That did used to happen in this country.
Based.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so we just
hardcore.
point out that historical fact that used to be the case, Not specifically advocating for anything, but I mean,
If anyone's listening,
yeah, I mean,
we're not advocating for
we're
anything.
just pointing out that
We're not advocating for you to shoot people, but I'm just saying it would be kind of based.
No, we're not even saying it would be kind of based.
No.
We're just saying historically it has
Just
happened.
saying, this is something that happens.
Yeah,
But it would kind of be based, though.
This has occurred in the past. We can't take that kind of stance. Obviously, that would be.
That would be kind of cringe.
We would
Too much.
get observed by the Constitutional Protection Service
We'd be on a list.
for.
Constitutional Protection Service.
Yeah, that's the name of basically it's not specifically it is kind of the FBI of Germany, but like explicitly
You got Italians in Germany?
That's got a fucking weird name.
Well, it's about the point. It was originally the point of its creation was to protect to safeguard the Constitution and like the modern democratic state of Germany against like Nazis. Specifically, that was its original
Oh.
purpose.
It's like the opposite of what if you made an organization called that in America, it would literally be the opposite.
Yeah, it's also. I mean, it's also concerned with like anything that is against the state, right? So anything that is against not just the state, but like the democratic system of the state. So it's also like left-wing groups that they observe. But the thing that gets them
This group wouldn't be responsible for things like narcotics control or anything like that.
no, that's criminal stuff. They don't do criminal stuff.
Okay.
Criminal stuff is Bundeskriminalamt.
It's just specifically like
it's the federal
terrorism
criminal
or
office,
like
they do
national
terrorism
security
and shit.
threats.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a separate institution. You're gonna hate this, Cody. Yesterday I saw two cops on bikes. And they were escorting
I already hate it.
a duck with her ducklings to the park
What?
across a busy road. That was pretty. I was like walking past and I was like, yeah, it's you won't arrest me if I overtake them on the right. They're like, no, you go ahead, just don't steal any of them.
Shame?
Yeah, but I that was one of those moments where I was like, this is not an interaction I could have had in certain parts of the world.
Oh, I mean, like you could probably have that with a cop in America. It's just they would just shoot a black person after.
I am
Like-
white.
Yeah, they would.
that
They would
is
have
true.
to.
Yeah, I am white.
Equilibrium.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, that's we have to end the stream because it's like,
Already?
yeah.
Okey
You don't have to.
Yes.
This has been very fun. Just want to
Has
point
it?
out. Yes, actually, it was one of the more fun streams over time. But if you disagree, that is of course your business. Goodbye.
Yeah, put it in the comments, and then we won't read it.
Bye.